What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Super SNS, and welcome back to some more Outer Worlds. I think today's plan is to go get the power regulator. Um, I realize I probably should have done that before we left the botanical lab, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Um, I think in today's video, excuse me, I think in today's video we may try to knock out some of the side quests. Um, because I know we picked up, I think, three or four of them, and I would like to get those knocked out before we leave. Um, Whatever this place is called, the Vale, I think, or Edgewater. Yeah, Edgewater, whatever, or maybe that's a city. Um, well, anyway, so yeah, let's get into it here. I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that tuned in to the last video. Thank you. Did not anticipate it taking so long for it to upload. It took right around 13 hours for the video to go up. I'm hoping this one doesn't take as long. Um, so hopefully I'm not sure when this video will go up. Uh, I'm sure by the end of the week it'll be up. And then I plan to do some more recording over the weekend. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Our side quest. Let's see. The frightened engineer, Thomas Kemp, one of the deserters living with Adelaide, is trying to teach himself engineering. Okay, we gotta find the three volumes. Thomas said he knows at least one of the volume is at the local community center that used to be in the center of town. He also promised to reward you for any volumes you find. You found the third volume. I've already mentioned her father reading a young and spacious guide to engineering when he was at shifts at the cannery. Alright. Wish I had read that before I left out. Alright. Engineering volume 2. How do I get... There we go. Lime. Open. Here we go. There we go. Anything on here? No. No, that's stealing. I don't want to make anybody mad. No die. Okay. And to get the next one. I'm almost fairly easy. Hopefully the next one's gonna be that easy too. There people in here?
Here they come!
You little... Come on. Come here. That's right. That's right. That's right. Come on, Am. Oh, I missed. Oh, come on. Okay, she got him. Right. Is there anything of use in here? Was there a reason they were in here? Blue. Ooh, a Nicopad. Skin tough salve. And some bypass shunts. Yeah, I don't... Criminal activities. This place was abandoned. Who was in here? You gave me the trespassing tutorial for trying to leave somewhere? Alright, whatever. Oh, there we go. Got some stuff. All right, Emerald Vale Community Center. All right. All right, here we go. Open says that guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come get his work.
Look out!
Bow.
Down they go!
You talk too much, and now you're dead. Are you? Oh, you're not. Yep. Yep. And
That's the
yep.
last of them.
There we go. You're all dead, but I'm alive. Ah. We can get some some pizza chow. That one's bar. Where are I getting in there?
Watch out!
Gah. Gah.
Look at us!
Look at you. Look at me. You did nothing. Go with some. All right. Open them. Oh no. Resident. Did the Marauders call you? What's that noise? Anything in here?
Nice.
Hey! Ooh, tactical shotgun. Ooh, a sawed-off shotgun. What is making that noise? Is it you? Yes, it was you. What's supposed to be a mechanical engineering guy in here? What, oh, that's the front door. What, where would that be? A lot of stuff in here. Oh. I need to hit up a vendor. Well, how does my character keep doing that? What is 91? Yeah, definitely, definitely gonna need a vendor here. Relatively so. We'll probably knock this out and knock out the other quest and then head to town and find a vendor. Ooh. Alright. Not yet.
Incoming!
Uh-oh, wrong button. Here's what I meant to do. Oh Lord, he didn't even stand a chance. Alright, where's your buddy at? I hear him. There he is.
Great work!
Well, you know, I had it lined up. Had them all lined up, and you took it from me. Who was it? Sauber. I hold my Sauber aloft. Yep. Where is a hand? Antique saber. Let's see. What is it in here? Where is the? Aha!
Come on!
And that is the end of that guy. Because he's dead. Somebody out there? Not like I guess it was a sprat. Alright, Bavardi, let's get out of here. Alright, what else we got left to do? A few kindred spirits. Yeah, let's do this one. This one seems fun. Alright, now we're back here. I guess while we're here, we can pick up the power regulator. How would that be? Aha. Oh, Thomas, since you're right here.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
You're not Thomas.
I know, I'm trying to think.
Which one of you is Thomas? Thomas.
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
Isn't that who I talked?
This was a nice family,
Guess
you know,
not.
while it lasted. No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
All of them, actually.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Hold on. I've got more.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself.
Yeah, you didn't look too hard.
That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside
that is the
from
plan.
you, Ms. Parvati, I swear,
All
I'll do
right.
you proud.
Keep it in your pants,
I'm glad
Thomas.
we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Oh, priest. Ah, yes, the power regulator.
Adelaide's okay.
She'll be fine.
One of us want to go see what happened?
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with?
Yes. What are you selling?
Nothing. With the power
Oh.
gone, we've got to conserve our supplies.
Well. Yeah, I guess I'm
mean
told
Zoe?
your number one's gone. Okay.
Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened?
Zoe and I were going to watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Tell me about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
And what was that?
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
She acting strange.
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for nothing. I mean, I guess thanks for the information, but other than that, you have no assistance to me. Zaya's house. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery, no more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams. And would you like others? I don't know why I'm writing this down. For prosperity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? That didn't help. Whoops. Okay, well, we have a potion now. I don't know what I'll use it for, but you know. Well, today is today, Zach. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hand. Off we go. This music sounds like really ominous. Is Zoe like dead or something? Why is the music just like sounds so depressing and sad? I guess it stopped. Okay. Zoe, where are you? Ah, Zoe.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You Zoe?
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
I'm impressed.
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Why'd you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs.
I
I
wouldn't call
decided
them
to throw in with
outlaws.
them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself.
I feel like outlaws is a
Instead,
bit
what
of
do
a
I find?
stretch.
But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Alright, there is
I've
something
got
else.
all the time in Halcyon.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
What about Stefan? Stefan? What about Stefan? You two were friends.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Yeah. Go back to Botanical Gardens or lab, whatever the hell it's called.
Back to
Right,
the old
Gross.
cannery, huh? Don't know what else I expected. We
I
didn't
talked her
always
coming
get
back.
along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Something I want to be an outlaw. I don't want to get into it.
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
All right. Believe that is.
In a jiff.
Oh, that's something with her. Let's see. What else we got? All right. Max says the journal was last possessed by a book collector whose residence was part of a small community directly north of Edgewater. He has marked the location on your map. All right. And why is everything so far away? I mean, I guess it's not that far, but you know, we've done a whole lot of walking this episode. We had like one dungeon, and that was like it. Uh-oh. What the hell is that? Primal Brute? We're gonna go around that. Are you making all that racket? Alright. Okay, just here. Parkour. Right up in snare. There we go. Yep. Level 6. Get that to 40. That to 40. Put that there. Put that there. And there we go. And I got some perks. A dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Alright. Sahit. Yeah. Nautical time, damage, walk speed, sprint speed, base armor rating. Yes, please. Got a small grave matter. Alright. How do we get out of here? Help! Oh. Food. The dissident hunter. Alright. Where's my money?
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
Yo, Martin.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken.
You
That's
don't look like a
old
spring
Abernathy.
or a chicken. Why are you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm positive you mentioned about being plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick.
Uh-huh.
Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen.
That's what I thought.
Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend.
He got the Rona.
Please, don't tell the constable.
You leper. Why not?
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all.
My courage is
you're
all.
hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
I mean, if you pay me enough, I might.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful
I
stuff.
just
Stronger than what
left
we got,
the
anyway.
community center.
I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Oh,
You been there already? And you ain't been ground down into marauder meat?
does it look like it?
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
It was us. All right.
Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
I risked my life, Abernathy.
You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
Wait,
Nothing like a good hit of anthracillin. Feels like warm, liquid sunlight running through your veins.
here to collect your fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I put a few bits aside for my grave. Not that I'll be seeing the inside of it anytime soon. What with being on the mend.
All right. Who's next? That's the front gate. Let's see. Can I get in here? There we go.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad
Up,
sells
wrong button.
Please don't touch anything.
Yahoo!
Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical
Excuse
hygiene
me?
recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality.
You could have just said
It's
that.
what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Speaking of burials, I need your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I mean, that's what I would do. I don't care. Pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
I don't have time for this. Wrong way.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
I mean, perhaps. Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
58, huh?
Go ahead.
Um. Okay. And Phyllis. Oh, Felice. We going back to the Saltuna? The Canary. Do 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 do. Are they all back? Ludwig. Phyllis. Where was she? Aha! Thought she could hide from me, eh?
You the new worker?
No.
Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees. Where to collect?
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These aren't your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said the guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist.
That's probably why.
Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough for some family.
Eugene wasn't family.
Oh. Thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see.
Well.
So I pay the fines.
Yeah, it sucks.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Is that right? You... What are they gonna do, arrest a corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
That sucks. He sounds like he's more trouble than he's worth.
All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Alright. Ludwig. And that's the barber. Gotta go talk to old Ludwig. Interstellar Championship. Rizzo's Rangers versus Spacer's Chosen. That's Silas. Now he's way over here. Where is this guy? Oh boy. Ah, boy. Ah, there he is.
When I was little, we'd get afraid.
You gonna? There you go.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about?
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals.
There you go, sign it out.
Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be?
Probably not here,
Cowering beneath
honestly.
your
I
cot?
will probably be gone.
Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
I need your grave site feeds,
I told
dude.
Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did, and he's asked for a little extra, too.
Mechanical repellent. A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
A single bit. I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's Chaw. Few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armory's pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
He done.
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Die, robot. All right. Guess I'll go talk to Silas now. He was way over there.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you going on about?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas
Oh.
watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, got those fees
Run
you
into
wanted.
any trouble?
Conrad says he can't afford his pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
I bet it has. All right, back to Conrad. It's the dick. I don't think he got his back room, you know. Receptionist shot himself. Oh, this is the dude, other lady was talking about.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral?
You know about Eugene? How?
Don't worry about it.
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure you won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Sure you can.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
I don't care. I'm just collect your dues.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
You. It's not the worst, unless it's whatever the rest of that thing said. Hey.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me
Guess
know
I'll
if you
keep an
find
eye out.
anything.
Okay.
Something I can do for you?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. About those
You run into
fees
any
you
trouble?
wanted. I'm all done.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Hey, you know. I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Appreciate you. You know what? It's good enough for me. All right. Let's see. How many of these bad boys we got left? We got die, robot, die, and let's bring the vicar his journal. Oh, excuse me. Oh, we got some people.
Huh?
And oh, I missed. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm missing. I'm missing. Oh boy. How am? Get off the thing. Where are you at? Where are you at? All right. Well, that could have been smoother. All right. What is my 105? All right. I need a vendor. Probably should do that before we do this, but yeah, be all right. Let's do this. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. What we got?
Clever.
Ooh. Going to take all of these. All right. Is there fast travel in this game? Can I fast travel? cannot fast travel hot sauce and earner house. Okay. Who is hostile and where are they at? Can I go in here? No? Okay. Well, back to town. Oh, Vicar.
It's a fine new day in Edgewater. The cannery hums,
I mean, it's
streetlights
all
and
right.
faces glow. I suppose this means the two of you were able to sort out the matter?
You can say that. And they're moving back. Minus Adelaide.
Not unexpected. Take heart in the fact that you've saved the rest from idleness and marauders.
Hey, you know. Yeah, okay. I've got your book.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a
language,
law-forsaken
sir.
joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want the book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes.
Uh-huh.
But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers.
Well, maybe if you
I
took the
became
time to
so
learn
desperate,
French, you
I
might
even
learn
got
what was in
myself
it.
assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Is it really that hard just to get the book translated? What kind of secrets were you looking for?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist School of Thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
A vicar searching for a banned book. That's a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal.
Ah. Well, this has to be some kind of cosmic retribution.
Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation.
Ah,
I've
the
only my own
equation.
hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there.
I feel like he's
What
making
I
a
need to
big
do
deal
now
about
is
this.
to
Can't he
find a
just learn
translator,
French or have it translated?
But
Is
to
it really
do
that big a deal?
I'll first need to secure transport.
I mean, I get it's
You
a
have
banned book, but
Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
yeah, sure, why not?
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be
Ugh.
happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Keep that in mind. Okay, are you even a real vicar?
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
I mean, not really, but you know, whatever. All right. So are you coming with me now, or are you gonna stay here? All right. He said he was gonna join the party, so
I'm glad you stopped by. I've been meditating since you retrieved that book. Stewing might be a better
all right.
word.
What you got?
I have a proposition for you. You're my best chance at getting that book translated.
Ah.
And maintaining my sanity. In short, I'm asking you to take me on as crew.
Dude, I'd already said yes.
Certainly. I'm pretty handy with it.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
All right.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery and to leave this place behind. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
All right, well, pleasure to have you. Has leveled up. All right, yeah. We know how this works. So, oh, he got the rod on him. He got that big pew pew. All right. Well, he said he was good with hacking. All right, we'll give you some health, and then we'll go from there. All right, and I believe you had one more quest to do. You got die, robot, die. Okay. Like I said, this will be like a shorter episode. We're only gonna do side quests.
We have the advantage.
And then in the next episode, we'll be back on doing more main missions. We'll leave the planet finally, and then we're gonna go from there. What is this? Die! Anything else right here? Who else needs wood? Now we go back to the port, I think. Spaceport. Hey, Ludwig.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually,
Yeah, sure.
Don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear.
I mean,
in
my
your
ball on
cold
stick's pretty,
mechanical
you know,
hearts.
pretty banging of a weapon.
Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
Okay. You hid your secret weapon in a laboratory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I'll let you
On
know
the
if I
double,
find it.
soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
All right. Bro really left his bundle behind some toilets.
Something got you down?
Yeah, my gun is broken, and I don't know where the nearest orphanage is. General store.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Latest report.
I mean, you know, I've been known to knock back a few diet Pepsi every now and again.
Evans folk hadn't abandoned us.
cannery could use those X-rays.
In here. Load with pick up sealed bundle. Alright, where is that? Is this the general store? This looks like a bar. Oh yeah, that's the cantina. Where's the general store? It's the barber shop. General store. Alright, let's sell some crap. Yeah.
Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb,
What did you?
on you, girl.
Yeah, okay.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment.
Yeah,
Not
she
since
just
that
told
little
me.
incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Let me see what you
Music
got.
to my ears.
Merchant skill is equal to the value for best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate at prices when buying or selling.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you.
Alright, back to Ludwig. Oh, Ludwig.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
I found your
Feast
package.
your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit. Designed
what?
to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law.
Okay.
You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
How do I use this injury customizing unit?
There's a workbench right through this door.
Oh, perfect.
Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant.
Well, I was already
Unfortunately, the old
there,
plant lies
so.
outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry about that. I already got the passcode.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
You mean this?
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes.
Ah,
I would
the mechanical
reward you with the
hordes.
gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile.
Ooh, a shock
So
stick.
here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Take care. Level up. Modifications to install your mod. First, select the item to upgrade, then choose something by two. Okay. Guessing that's the tinker screen. I guess. Okay. Was this the shock stick? Yeti not? That was almost gapped. Alright. Didn't it say I had a... Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Didn't it say I had a melee? Don't I have? Yeah, sheer grip. Melee weapon mod grip decreases the loss of it on use. So, what am I missing there? Oh, well, there's the shock stick. Cha cha. Unfortunately, it is. Yep. Okay, and I believe. Yep. Okay. That should be all of the side quest, at least for now in this area. Maybe we may come back later. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, and I think for now, we'll be good. Uh, in the next episode, we'll be installing the power regulator and getting off this planet and seeing where we go from there. If you made it this far in the video, um, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, leave a like, and yeah, this is Carter signing out.